Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. My name is Cameron. As you can see by the title, I'm doing my third installment in my how to stop comparing yourself to other people, especially other people on social media. I guess this is officially a series on my channel since this is my third video technically. If you haven't seen my other two videos, make sure to go check those out as well after you watch this video. I think the world we're living in today is easy to feel the need to compare ourselves to what we see, to the people that we see on social media. It can be like a really hard thing to get over. This video is here for all the people who have to deal with that. They don't know how to stop doing that, and they don't know how to move on from doing that. So before we get into this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share the video, and turn on post notifications to be notified whenever I post a new video. So without further ado, let's get into this video. So my first tip on how to stop comparing yourself to other people is to always try to remember that we tend to compare the worst parts of ourselves to the best parts of someone else. Like I've said in the other videos, social media is an illusion. Half of it is fake, it's not real. So you think someone's life or someone's body is one way, you think it's amazing, you think it's great because that's what they're presenting and what they're showing all their followers on social media, and you're comparing yourself and your life to that, but you're comparing yourself to something that's not even real. Most likely you're comparing yourself to something that's fake. You're comparing the worst parts of yourself to the best for someone else. You really do yourself like the biggest disservice when you compare yourself, especially comparing yourself to people on social media. You're basically comparing yourself or comparing your life to something that may not even exist in reality. So say for example, say if you have like cellulite and you go on Instagram and the people that you're following, their skin looks super smooth and they don't have any cellulite, absolutely nothing. Like you think that they just look perfect head to toe, because that's what they want you to see. That's what they want you to think when you look at their pictures. In reality, they might have more cellulite than you do. Anything that you consider to be imperfection, they probably have all that. I've seen some pictures, like you watch this YouTuber named Stephanie Lange, I don't know. She like exposes like all like the Instagram models, what they actually look like in their pictures, and they Photoshop, oh my gosh, like the amount of Photoshop they do in their pictures, oh my gosh, really makes you realize how fake it is. So don't compare like you have cellulite but you think that they don't, when in reality, if you look at them in person, if you look at their body in person, they probably have cellulite just like you do. So there's really no need to compare, because most people try to cover up the cellulite because they don't want people to see it, because they think it's just this huge imperfection. Like 95% of women have cellulite, so there's really not anything to be embarrassed of or ashamed about. The key thing is to recognize all the things that you like about yourself and all the things that you love about yourself in order to combat this, because no one can be you and you can't be anyone else. So if you sit and think about all the things that you like about yourself and you think about all the things that God has blessed you with, that makes you feel more grateful, and that makes you feel a sense of peace, because you know that you have things about yourself that make you happy, instead of trying to compare yourself to things that don't matter or things that are fake or things that just aren't in reality, because people are going to show you what they want you to see on social media. Okay, so the second tip to how to stop comparing yourself to other people on social media is to identify what triggers the comparisons. Okay, so when you're on social media or watching a TV show or even out in person and you feel yourself starting to feel like you're comparing yourself to another person, ask yourself why you're feeling this way. What is making you feel the need to want to compare yourself to that person? What is it about yourself or what is it about them that makes you feel like you need to compare them to each other? What is it about whatever post you're seeing on social media that's making you feel inferior, or that's making you feel less than, or making you feel like that person in the picture or that video that you're seeing is portraying something that's better than what you have, or just anything that's making you feel like you're not where you're supposed to be in life, or you're doing something wrong. Identify what exactly is making you feel like that and why it's making you feel like that. It's really important to identify those emotions so that you can move past it. They always say that you can't fix a problem if you can't address it. So if you want to stop comparing yourself to other people on social media, then you have to identify and ask yourself and get to the root of why you feel the need to compare yourself. So like something about your life or something about your body or something about your hair, your face, whatever. What is it that you feel like is lacking in those areas that you feel like you need to compare to someone else? Because again, you really don't need to compare, because you might see someone with the big house on Instagram or someone with 8 cars, but the house is not even theirs, it's their cousin's house, or the cars are gonna be repossessed in like any minute now. So it's all fake. It's all a fantasy. Social media is a fantasy. You see what they want you to see. You see the lies of people's life. And that's not everyone. There's some people who are very, very authentic, and they give you like the real about their life. Even if it is authentic, and even if it is very real and it's not fake, it's not an illusion, it's not a fantasy, and you feel the need to compare, you don't need to compare it in a negative way. It doesn't have to be something that's extremely competitive, that's rooted in like deep jealousy or envy. It can be more of a source of inspiration rather than comparison, because you think that they have something that they don't deserve that you should have instead. Sit down with yourself and ask yourself, why do I feel like I need to compare my life to other people's life? Why do I need to compare my life to people that I don't know? Even if it's your best friend, why do I feel like I need to compare it? For whatever the thing is that you're comparing, what is it about that thing that you like? What is it about that thing that you can find something positive to say about? So many people in this world who look at you and they wish they had something that you had, and they're comparing themselves to you, wishing that they could look like you, or wishing that they can have a life like yours. Everybody has that. So you might think, oh, nobody wants anything that I have. Nobody's thinking like that. But trust me, you probably be surprised how many people probably see you on the street and they think, oh, I wish my hair looked like hers. I wish my body looked like hers. Or I wish I could dress like her. Or I wish I could drive a car like that. And you might think, oh, what? No, but yeah, people think that all the time about you, but you have no idea, because you never stop and think like, wow, I'm really blessed. Or like, wow, like I do have nice clothes. Or I do drive, you know, a pretty cool car. When you think about the positive things, the things that you like, then there's really no need to compare, because you're focusing on all the good things about yourself instead of focusing on the good things about other people on social media. Okay, so my third and final tip on how to stop comparing yourself to other people on social media is, instead of comparing yourself to other people, compare yourself to you. So when you do this instead, you can really sit back and analyze how far you've come, how much progress you've made, and you can see all the achievements you made and all the good things you've done with yourself and with your life. You can see how far you've come on your journey so far, because your whole life is a journey. But when you compare yourself to yourself, when you look at your own life, you can see where you are now compared to where you were a year ago, 2 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago. You can see like, wow, I really have come a long way. And nobody can do that for you. You can only do that for yourself, because you're the one living your own life. So you know what you've done with it or what you haven't done with it. So when you compare yourself to yourself, you can recognize all the ways that you changed for the better, or maybe even some of the ways you changed for the worse. It's good to recognize those things and acknowledge those things, so that now you know what you need to do to change those things to make it better, in order to change the negative to a positive. Once you identify and recognize those things, when you really compare yourself to yourself, you just see how much you've grown and how much you've evolved and elevated in your life. At least hopefully can make you feel very proud of yourself. Because I know for me personally, where I am now compared to where I was 5 years ago, if my high school me, my middle school me could see me now, she would be shocked. Like literally. I'm sure that's the same for a lot of you. If your high school, middle school, elementary school version of you could see you now, they would be probably so proud and so like surprised of how far you've come, how well you've done. You might not feel like you've done that many things, but again, like when you focus on all the positive things that you've done with your life, and you come from a place of gratitude, and you realize all of your accomplishments and the things that you have achieved in your life so far, there's no way that you can't be proud of yourself for everything that you've done, because you've come such a long way. And when you do that, you don't need to worry about what other people are doing, especially people on social media, because they're on their own life journey. They're focusing on themselves. They're not focusing on you, most likely. You look at a post on social media and you feel like comparing it, just remember that it's just a post. Heavily photoshopped, it's heavily filtered, not what that person truly is to their core on the inside, probably a good 80 or 90% of the time. Remember, social media is an illusion. It's a fantasy most of the time, if not all the time. Solely going to be what the person wants you to see. It's not their actual life, what they experience every single day. When you realize all those things, there's no way you can compare yourself, because you're completely focused on what you're doing. You're focused on what you like about yourself, what you love about your life, and how you can continue to grow and be a better version of yourself, so that you can look back in another 5 years from now, 10 years from now, and you can see how far you've come from where you are right now. As long as you continue to grow as a person and move forward in life, stay in your own lane and not worried about what other people are doing, then you're doing something good in life, in my opinion. So that's the end of my video. Hope you guys liked it. If you want me to do a part 4, I don't know. I don't know if I can come up with a part 4. I don't know. because you can notice there's only 3 in this video, and that was partly because I didn't want this video to be forever, but a part of it was because I couldn't really think of, I could have came up with a 4th one, but anything more than 4, I don't know if I would do another one. If you guys really want me to do another one, maybe I'll do another one next month, but that'll probably be my last one. Yeah, I kind of like this series. You guys really like my first one, I feel like. But yeah, I hope you guys liked the video. Make sure to stay tuned for my next video, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share the video, and turn on post notifications to be notified whenever I post a new video. I love you guys so much. You made it to the end of this video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.